France still attempts to undermine the peace process in the South Caucasus region. Right in style with his country's provocative policy, the ambassador of the Fifth Republic to Armenia, Olivier de Cotteny, together with the European Union mission, visited the conditional border with Azerbaijan. The trip could be unnoticed if the diplomat had not published photos with an ambiguous slander-through description in his social media, which was unequivocally inappropriate for the head of mission. Otherwise, Mr. Ambassador, who had forgotten the international law, UN resolutions, and seemed apparently being unfamiliar with the fact history of the region, stated that Azerbaijan occupied Armenian territories. Why did de Cotteny take such an unlogic and provocative step, which finally destroyed the faith in the institution of European diplomacy? Rasim Musabekov, a member of the Azerbaijani parliament and political scientist, answered to Baku TV.
France gets the flips for its policy in the South Caucasus, which fails despite all the attempts and pro-Armenian initiatives of Paris, namely President Macron. But nevertheless, France demonstrates such an unconstructive manner of behavior and even tries to emphasize it. It is France that insisted on those anti-Azerbaijani resolutions adopted by Parliamentary Assembly of Council of Europe recently. And Nicole Pashinyan's speech in Strasbourg was provoked and inspired by France, as well as further anti-Azerbaijani statement published. It was France which initiated anti-Azerbaijani resolutions in the Netherlands or Spain, wherever its hand reaches, with zero result. Then the French ambassador comes to the Azerbaijan-Armenia border and takes up binocular to watch Azerbaijani positions. So, what's next? Aside false hopes of revenge and persistence on unrealistic claims against Azerbaijan, Armenia has actually gained no actual support from France. 5 million euros for Armenians who left Azerbaijan, which is real pennies, or 1 million for any fund that helps them. And this is France, which is very generous with promises, but greedy for financial help or military one if French soldiers risk their lives in defense of Armenians or anybody else. There will be no positive outcome for Armenia, only delaying peace treaty with Azerbaijan and absence of peaceful cohabitation with Azerbaijan and Turkey. Thus, if Armenia stays in the hands of France, it plays a miserable role of a tool to push its geopolitical interests in our region. And if Armenia comes to its senses, only time will tell.